different than what HAARP is doing with HF splatter. So the other crazy aspect to what's going on, we got this video clip where supposedly this was recorded somewhere in Pakistan, where it's a doctor showing a kid's eye after he took something, after he received something. You know what I'm talking about, that you can't say, but you're gonna check this out here, and this is what's basically happening. What the heck do you think that is? You just looked at it, and then I'm gonna pull up examples of what that is. We gotta pull this up for you right now. I wanna see in the comment section though, what are we looking at? What exactly are we looking at? So here's what we're looking at. I'm gonna show you right here, and then I'm gonna get you into how they're saying, hey, we wanna use humans' bodies as antennas. We wanna use you in antennas, but also got some solutions to situations that we're dealing with in this parasitic world. So let's go into it here. Somebody says reptilian eye. That was definitely a hydra. Yeah, people saying hydra. That was a hydra. Hard to kill under the monster, under the microscope. Checking out into this back in the Greek mythology, hydra was also called Hernian hydra. And it was like this water-like snake monster. It had a bunch of heads. One of the heads was immortal, supposedly. So they want to invade us with the hydra. They want to invade us with the monster, the beast. And so this is something that is very ancient, but today, as you can see, all the so-called theories about, oh no, that's just a theory. Well, that's the video showing you it freaking in the eye. Somebody says they looked at DAED. Exactly. What do you think? I mean, I just can't flat out say stuff most of the time. And the reason why we bring this up is because this is a huge aspect to what's coming. And like I told you, they were already using parasites, controlling them with sound waves. So first they're gonna hit the fish, and we'll show a video clip of how they was controlling the parasites with the sound waves, and they make it go forward and then they come backward. And then we're gonna talk about what can you do to flush your body of parasites so that you're not overflowing with these creatures. But the hydra specifically is a different breed, and that's something at large that we have to talk about in a different video. Check this out though. All right, so years ago on the coastline, what happened was it was a parasitic infection that hit. And I had to research and study how do you get rid of these parasites in order to not be overflown with them, because this literally happened widespread. And this happens after hurricanes, people stepping in all types of mud and everything else, parasites transmitted through the foot. Lots of that can happen. Drinking water that's just not good. So I found out what was the thing that we could potentially use to flush ourselves. And I actually been using it, and I use it all the time. Black walnut is what I use against all these different worms, and they go in and say black walnut is effective against ringworm, tapeworm, pin, thread worms. I believe also hookworms, which hook into you as well. But there's ways to do it. You know, it's a bunch of ways. Like if you just take one aspect of it, you got to think about the adult, you got to think about the eggs, you got to think about all of it, because all of our food supply chain is pretty much at this level toxic. And that's why gluten itself was a parasite that they were mentioning. The hydra is supposedly immortal, but in this aspect of what we're seeing, there has to be a way that we remove the hydra too. We need to have a further video on that, which we will. So you want to stick around for that. Now, the other thing that I want to get into is how they're